welcome. What's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh my God. Here we are. The fuck-ass bun has returned. Tell the haters. Tell the haters that the fuck-ass bun has arrived. Kate, what's going on? How are you? How has your day been? What have you been up to all day? Oh my God, I have been working my day job. I hope that I cannot have a day job someday. I wish I could just talk to you guys all the time. I bought charms to make showgirl friendship bracelets. Ooh, fun. I love that. Need an incel option. Wow, 73% not white guys. That's so exciting. The snarkers say I'm unemployed. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they don't want to know that a gainfully employed master's degree holder is an H3 fan when I haven't been able to find proof of somebody graduating from Rutgers. Not that I've looked very hard. Not that I'm trying to be a truther of any kind, but someone was supposed to have graduated in 2013, and they are not in the commencement stuff. But hey, maybe that's a coincidence. Congratulations, A. Tucker. Shout out, Rutgers grad. Oh, I am so behind on the VODs. Like, I think we're getting plenty of content, right? Like, keeping up and being ready to go for these is taking a lot of my, is taking all of my screen time, essentially. We're not calling him a liar. We're not calling him a truther. Well, you know, what sent me down the rabbit hole is remembering and reminding people that Taylor Lorenz does not have a journalist degree, and a degree in journalism. And we'll talk about her later tonight. And also, it doesn't seem like Noah Samson graduated from college. I just had a hunch. And I was like, well, does he have a poli-sci degree or anything like that? No. It looks like he studied film at like 2 different universities, but didn't, I don't know. It doesn't say that he graduated. So, and then I was like, but what about their fearless leader? And I was assuming that there would be some record. Nothing that I can publicly find does not mean it doesn't exist. And I haven't looked super hard. Just what's on Wikipedia, but no trace on the website, nothing in like the PDF printout of the 2013 commencement stuff, because I went just down a rabbit hole. But, you know, who knows? Shadow MFA girlies. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so graduation is a problem. Yeah, so I got down that side path today, but I didn't really have a ton of time. So I just thought that was very interesting. I don't know. I feel like they would have had him back at some point. And I didn't see any record of like in the news, but again, didn't look that hard. Something that is of interest to me though. Of course, I'll just be called an elitist, but like, I think that if you're going to act like you're an expert on something, have a degree in like literally anything. You know what I mean? And especially like Taylor, if you're out here calling yourself a journalist, maybe be more journalistic. I don't know. And then people won't wonder if you have a degree in journalism. Shocking how many people didn't know that, though. Okay, so how's everyone doing? Did we like the show today? Yeah, Taylor apparently has a degree in poli-sci, which is kind of an easy degree to get. Not having a degree is fine, but it's the acting like some kind of authority as well. Yeah, and that's kind of why I went looking for Noah Samsen. I was like, what even was his background? Like, okay, maybe he didn't graduate, but like, what was his concentration? What was he interested in? Film. He went to school for film. Nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with the Middle Eastern affairs or international anything. He's a film student, but like undergrad, and I don't think it was at a film school. She has a degree in sniffing farts, her own and also Hassan's. I don't know about Emma Panda. I don't like to engage with him. I have a degree in Haley comments. Silly. All right, let's just jump into it. I have something, but it's a little bit racy, so I think we will do it at the end of the show. It's from another podcast I watch, and it was like the funniest thing I've seen all week. And so I wanted to show it to y'all, and we can have like a little debate about it. But I think it's too risque for this early in the show. So let's just jump right into the H3 of it all. First up, we have Tamara making her Teddy Fresh appearance, which is so exciting. Oh, of course it's not working. Please hold, everyone. This is the one thing I forgot to do before I went live. I don't even have like my top of the show shit here. Listen, I got here by the skin of my teeth, okay? Just know that. Just know that. Did I have shit I wanted to say to you guys? Let me check. I feel like I had something. Oh, no, just a reminder. Keep subscribing, and when we get to 10K, we will have a membership. And you might already know, we have a pretty wild first bit of members content that is, it's something you're going to want to see, for sure. All right, so let's watch this little bit about Tamara. It's so exciting. Friend of the after party, Tamara.
And then we dye it here.
It's soft. It fits good. You guys are going to love this blanket. Oh, you know.
Oh, P.S. Just copped this dress. Bought this dress today. Very, very excited for that. So yeah, I have two cute new Teddy Fresh dresses. I have to like take pictures when I wear them and like put them online or something. You got it too? I was so excited.
Wait, this one?
Tamara.
Is it somebody
Who's trying to take, what do you mean? Who's trying to take my views?
creepy?
Look!
That's our very own
So cool.
Tamara.
Oh, new VOD, okay.
I love you, Tamara. It's
Look how
only
cute
a
she
day
is.
away. Agony.
I love her so much. She's the best. Yes, let's hear her chat about this a little bit.
I thought that man
Are
was
you in
me.
agony?
That picture, like that model, for a second,
Yeah.
I thought he was me.
I had
That's
that
funny.
thought too.
Did you have that thought?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
gotta be
that's
honest.
actually so funny.
You're like, I
Oh, the
don't
model.
remember
I was like,
doing
oh, everyone's repping it.
Well, thanks, guys.
Well, there it is.
So sweet.
How,
amazing.
Whoa, there's
Tamara,
so
how long
many
have we
of
been
them.
working on this together?
Have we been working on it?
Well, when did we first discuss like doing this together?
Before, it was like, so you shared the second Dark Nathaniel video, and then I got in contact with Teddy Fresh, reached out to me, and it was very, very exciting. So yeah, it was way before there were any plans for me to like
It was
intern or work
Ethan.
here.
He
That's so
told
cool.
me and Teddy Fresh team, you guys
Shout out Ela's makeup today, her eye makeup. She said she used the Teddy Glow palette. So I am really excited because it's really pretty. The fact so much of the crew has come up from being fans is so amazing, but they hate us. Wait, what? They hate the fans? Well, they're the elite fans, right?
check her out because she has some really cool stuff on her Instagram.
I was obviously very taken by your
Oh, stop.
And then
by your video. It's
We
so, I
loved
think
this.
I think
yeah.
it is. I'm gonna say it. It's the single greatest piece of fan-made content.
Oh, easily.
That means so much.
I mean, what's better than that? There's the only one I can think of that is it's great, but I still like yours better. Is the guy who used to do these illustrations. He did like these short cartoons. One of them
Oh,
was
the
about
short cartoons.
you know what I'm talking.
Oh, the foot soldiers.
Yeah, the foot soldiers,
Yeah.
the foot war.
Yeah, but
amazing. But
I think they are a fallen fan, right? Whoever was doing the little, they were like sorry, Sarah, sorry, something like that, and they yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're a fallen Sora. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are a fallen fan, right? Pretty sure that's what happened. I think there's a fucking horsefly in my room. I hate the summer. I can't wait for it to be over. Yeah, so if that thing bites me, you will hear it. They're pro Hassan. I followed her until today. Oh, shit. Yikes. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a fucking horsefly. Please don't hurt me. I need one of those assault bug shits. Life in the country is a scam, just so you guys know. All right. So there's that. Very exciting. We already got a new VOD, like you guys were saying. So let's just go to the channel and see what's popping over there. I am so behind. I haven't watched the Lil Tay interview. I need to step my pussy up and catch up with things. So right now, I love that he did this. So we have the death threat. We have the lawsuit response. We have the Lil Tay interview, which is almost an hour. And then we have Destiny caught with a 17-year-old. And so I am hopeful, although it's not going to happen, that this Ethan ensuring that he's covering this, I'm hoping that this will kill some of the rumors that he is like in Destiny's pocket, which, as we know, is so silly because nobody has been in Destiny's pocket more than Hassan and Denims and friends, right? Yeah, it's not going to change anything, but I just love Ethan keeping it real. And I mean, I don't care about Destiny. I might watch it. I don't know if I'm going to react to it, but I definitely want to watch the Lil Tay thing. Oh, we need the Destiny banner. Just a heads up, everyone. Oh God, just don't remember. Reminder for everyone. Oh, I almost got him. He will be dead by the end of this stream. Your minutes are numbered, Mr. Horsefly. Okay, I think we can turn that off because I do not plan to talk about Hassan very much. Maybe later I'll put it on for Taylor Lorenz, but for now, that's fine. We're also getting a new VOD tomorrow that is about the kick live on air death that happened last weekend to the poor man in France, Jean-Paul Manov. I'm really glad that Ethan's covering it. I did a little bit on it Monday, Wednesday. I don't even remember. I did a little bit of it last episode or last stream. I'm sure his is going to be more in depth, but I'm just glad that the story's getting out. I'm glad that he knows about it and that it sounds like it's influencing his plans to potentially multi-stream with Kick after that. So I'm very, very happy about that. You thought I did a death threat? Wait, what? What's going on? What did I say? The horsefly. Oh, yeah, because I said he will be dead by the end of this. Oh, I see. Okay. I was not doing the second banner. That was not a death threat to Destiny. I was so confused. Apparently the coroner ruled no foul play. Well, sure. I mean, probably because he had no visible injuries, right? But the man was under constant stress and sleep deprivation, and he wasn't well anyway. He seemed physically disabled to some degree. The police in France said they found no wrongdoing or something. I'm sure he had a heart condition. All reasons these boys, who are adult men, should not have been doing what they were doing to him. I have a thought to save VOD reviews for Sunday night and kind of just do an overview we'll see. We'll see how that works. But that's potentially what I'm thinking will be my third show. Like do Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays. And then if I feel like doing something on a Wednesday, I will. I have lots of deep dive ideas, but there just isn't enough. There aren't enough hours in the day right now, you know? Yeah, I like the new schedule. I do like the new schedule. Exactly. It's giving more time for stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking it'll be Mondays and Fridays for sure, as long as I am free on a Friday. If I'm not free on a Friday, then I'll do the Friday show on Sunday. Definitely more focused. Yeah, I think that I think that the first suggestion obviously was sort of in the moment, right? And a little premature maybe, but then he slept on it, thought about it, proposed things to the crowd. Right? And this is why I said last time or Monday, like, if you're already giving up your membership, you're a baby back bitch. And I stand by that. 10 toes down. Because it was all ironed out in less than a week, and we knew it would be. I was the one to message you about Damalar Sonoki. Did you ever look into it? I don't know if you're interested in getting into that at all, but it would be a wild deep dive. I think I scanned it, but yeah, I'll put it on my list of things. I have not had time to do the fun deep dives that I really want to do, you know? I really wish I did, but we're going to get there because we're going to open up memberships at 10K, and then hopefully I will start having more time. I am going to do, I'm thinking like probably like late September, I'm going to take a week off from my job, and I'm going to do streams every day, different times a day, just to see what works, what doesn't, what's interesting to y'all, and sort of get an idea for where I could go with this. Yeah. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm already thinking in my head, like, what my dream schedule would be if this was my job. So yeah, I think that week will be really fun, and I'll, obviously come up with fun stuff that we can do during it. Do it as a members drive. Oh, interesting. Yeah, if we get to 10K by then, I definitely will. That's a great idea. Here's a thing that I found out today from the show that I don't think I needed to know, and that's that Ethan apparently gets horny on Xanax. Did you guys catch that? Did y'all catch this during the Xanax conversation? He said it quietly, but even the transcript picked it up.
But maybe you made that up.
Sometimes people take Xanax and it sounds really fun. They go, "Oh, it's fun. I feel great. I feel euphoric," and I'm like,
that's
"Really?"
People that are like abusing it and are used to taking it.
And I've taken it a lot.
She knows.
I had to work through the
when
pain.
you took it a lot.
She knows. She knows you took it a lot. Okay.
Really?
People that are like abusing it and are used to taking it.
And I've taken it a lot.
And was
I tried
it
to work
fun
through the
when
pain.
you took it
Well,
a lot?
No, I had
And was it fun when you took it a lot? She's like, it wasn't fun for me.
a prescription to it
Yeah.
that I was starting to
How did we get to
use
talking about Xanax?
recreationally. You don't remember that?
I know. I remember.
I had a
I
prescription
remember.
that I was starting to.
Ethan, what were you doing to her? I know he ends up talking about the fact that he was like really irritable and stuff, but was he also just like all over her and driving her nuts?
To use too recreationally.
There's a
And I
reason
told-
he stopped taking it.
Well, I told my doctor, I said, "Listen, you need to stop prescribing this to me because
Good job,
I
Ethan.
don't
Very
need it,
responsible,
and I'm just
yeah.
using it recreationally." But I would take it, and all that would happen is that I would fall asleep.
Interesting.
You would fall asleep, and also, I mean, if you want to get into it,
And horny.
And horny.
you were kind of annoying, and we were fighting, and then I was like,
Oh, I was getting irritable?
yeah.
Was that a soundbite? Did they have a soundbite of him saying and horny, or did he just say that?
You would fall asleep, and also, I mean, if you want to get into it,
And horny.
Okay, it was a
You were
soundbite.
kind of
okay.
annoying and we were
I can
fighting
tell
and
now
then
that it
I
was,
was
but
like-
watching it on the
it's getting
TV, I couldn't.
irritable?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
wow,
getting irritable.
Zach, that was so
what?
perfect.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't even remember it, which was the worst part.
Zach, how did he even know to play the horny soundbite? He probably has it queued up for the cowboy, which is its own nightmare.
And I was like, listen.
Sleepy and
this
horny.
thing has got
Wait,
to
no,
go.
I'm not irritable.
And you did. And thank you, you did. Yeah.
Well, that's the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
We would fight kind of like a lot during that time.
Really?
And then I was like, this shit is really ridiculous because then you don't even remember.
Well, shout out to Ethan for removing Xanax from his life. Yeah, that stuff. I mean, I remember Trixie Mattel, who's, you know, a great drag queen, talking about the fact that she never took anything or takes anything, and her doctor like prescribed her Xanax because she was having a lot of anxiety, and she took one and she's like, and I just felt great. I felt even keeled and happy and secure, and nothing was bothering me. And I was like, I am never taking that shit again. Like, it was so good. She knew that it was going to be bad for her. So that feels to me the way that Ethan feels, like, this is too much. This is too much. This is too good. No human should feel this good. And yeah, I mean, I have lorazepam for anxiety, and yeah, I mean, I'll go to sleep, I wake up, I feel refreshed, I feel so good, and then I'm like, that is why these things are considered like a controlled substance. They're just like so good. They just do so well.
You've got mail.
Parker gave $4.99. Playing Balatro, Ethan and Dan got me hooked, so I may not be active in chat but love you fam. Heart hands emoji.
I don't know what that is, but have fun. Is that a video game? Same when I got fentanyl during labor. Yeah, last time we talked about colonoscopies, and I had ketamine in mine, and that shit was great. It feels like a soft, warm hug that ruins your life. Exactly, right. I take Xanax, but I literally ask my doctor for the lowest dose they make. Yeah, my lorazepam is like the teeniest little things. What's the brand name of lorazepam? Let me look it up. Ativan, yeah. P.S. I'm finding out through my friend at Rutgers. Ooh, thank you, Naomi. Yeah, I'm sure they have more access than I do, but yeah, that was very interesting to me today when I was just like giving a cursory look around. Xanax almost killed me when they gave it to me in the hospital. Holy shit. I got fentanyl patches for a few years. Crazy. Yeah, I'm on meth. ADHD drugs are kind of meth, aren't they? Said the pharmacist. They're kind of meth, aren't they? At least I admit when I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, this goes to our poll that you see in.
Wouldn't you be
in chat? This person who, first of all, girly, we all know you're still watching the show. Like, you're more up to date than I am on some of the stuff, right? Like, how are you less behind than I am on things? So this girl is talking about the fact that, well, she thinks the fact is that all of Ethan's fans are white guys, right? Because if she's not watching, that means the only people watching are people who are not like her, which is just like such a silly assertion to make. Because it's very easy to disprove, right? And they just keep doing it. Like, they have these assumptions and they just never pan out. Like, in this chat alone, 112 people weighed in. Only 23% are white dudes. That ain't a lot. Less than a quarter of my audience is white men, and they're all H3 fans. Just about. He's on my screen. Guys, I'm so good at killing flies. But they have to be like face down. Hang on. Everyone be really, really quiet. You gotta go from the top because they don't have eyes on the top of their head. Oh, fuck, I almost got him. I almost got him. Here, I need this. I need this for later. But that's a skill. It's a skill I learned in summer camp, is how to kill flies. If you go from the top, like this, they don't see you coming because they don't have eyeballs on the top of your head. Their head. Tilt your head sideways. Oh yeah, he's dead meat for sure. I almost had him, but my mic was in the way. Do you see him? Okay, so let's listen to this, because obviously the white guy part was like, whatever, right? Like, she clearly does not know what the F she's talking about. But then she also said this.
Embarrassed.
Sometimes I really wonder how current Ethan Klein supporters and
more.
current H3 podcast supporters are feeling, because as someone who used to watch the podcast, it's very fucking clear that guy does not care about you guys. I used to watch the
Why?
podcast like 2 years ago, whenever Hassan was on it, and then after.
I used to watch the podcast 2 years ago, like when Hassan was on it. You're not a real fan. Don't come in here acting like you have authority on H3 if you came in with Hassan and left with Hassan. It's not, and then she says that Hassan got her in the divorce.
After the whole leftover situation, I kind of left in that divorce, but like sometimes.
Girl, we were not siblings, right? We were not siblings and our parents got divorced. We were step siblings. You came in with your dad and you left with your dad. Right? Like, we were not related. Speaking of, you want to hear how unhinged my mom is? My mom was. Speaking of siblings and half siblings and step siblings. So, my mom's like a very rational person. She might be watching. Hey, Mom. And she also hates that we always tell like not mean stories, but like not like glowing, beautiful stories. Like a couple weeks ago, I think it was the 4th of July, we were all like hanging out with family, and she was like, don't tell a bunch of mean stories about me at my funeral. I was like, Mom, I would never do that. She's like, you guys always tell stories about me being mean. I'm like, we're fucking with you. My God. So maybe we need to throw her like a pre-funeral party. She's not dying, by the way. But she's already bought her urn. She's very like Irish Catholic. Anyway, so literally, the stepsisters, step siblings. Okay. So she married my dad. And well, first of all, I mean, she's very practical. She made him keep his apartment for a while after they got married, just in case things didn't work out. And then after she had me, my brother and sister, like bing, bang, boom, my dad was 7 years younger than her. So we had the 3 kids, and she was like, well, I was done having kids, but he might not have been if we had gotten divorced, which they were never going to get divorced. My dad died while they were still together, right? So she was like, she told him after my sister was born, the last kid, she said, you need to get a vasectomy, because if we get divorced, I don't want my kids to have a bunch of weird half siblings with someone else. And he did it. He was just like, okay, because he knew they weren't going to get divorced. So fucking stupid and funny. So that's my mom in a nutshell. She's like just very, very practical. Yeah, queen behavior. She's like, my children will not have half siblings. Like, just so specific. No offense to anyone who has half siblings. I'm sure they're lovely. Oh yeah, of course. She was just being a Judge Judy about it. And I think maybe a little jealous, right? In advance for no reason. She said, I will not have bastards. My children will not be related to other people's children. So fucking funny. Oh, I have more lore. 23andMe gave us some very interesting details a couple years ago. So that's another thing I'll save for the members. So make sure you join, because it's not like a third cousin was found. This is some wild shit. So yeah, shout out to my family, literally. I asked because I'm a Virgo and I'd pull that shit. No, she's a Gemini, and they're pretty nuts too, aren't they? Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, you were not a fan. Like, these people are just claiming stolen valor, trying to act like they're H3 fans, and they now have like a clear perspective on Ethan. If you came in with leftovers, you're not. You were a Hassan fan then, and you're a Hassan fan now. I have a half sibling that is 20 years younger than me. Holy shit. Holy shit. My mom's a Gemini. My mom's a Gemini. I can't confirm. Nuts. Yeah. I mean, she's not crazy. She's just very practical. And my dad was like, I feel like he was the more romantic one. Like, I've found like Valentine's Day cards and stuff from him, and they're just like so mushy. And my mom was just very much more like feet on the ground. So yeah, they were a sweet little match. Okay. So, and the other thing is, she says Ethan hates us. Like, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Well, first of all, she's basing it on the schedule change. Like, girl, you're watching so closely. If you know about the schedule change that fixed itself within 5 days, right? But also, no one's gonna take you seriously, girl. We hear how Hassan talks to you guys. It's horrible. He's like so abusive to chat. How's she know about the schedule change? Exactly. She is watching every day. I pop in from time to time, but she's like, yeah, they changed the show from Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then he's also doing VODs. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. How the hell do you know all of this? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah. Ethan does not hate us. Might want to check how your boy talks to you guys, though, because that shit is crazy. Hassan doesn't even read donos. I don't think. I don't know, because I am not a fan. I don't watch his shit, but I have seen in clips just like the way he talks to people. Some of whom are fans giving valid criticism, right? And I don't understand it at all. I have a half sibling that's 10 years older than me, and I didn't even know he was a half sibling for most of my life. Sometimes I still forget that we have different dads. Oh yeah. I mean, I have friends that were raised with their half siblings, right? It's no judgment at all from me. It was just my mom, who worked in the court system, for like Department of Children and Families, and she saw a lot of custody stuff. So, I think that might have had an impact on her opinions of things, because she saw some wild shit. Yeah, Fleck, I guess if they follow the rules, then Hassan's very nice to them, right? Which is kind of culty in itself, isn't it? All right, so here's where the show really went off the rails. Ethan had on this sexual middle-aged cowboy who runs an Instagram account where he gives pretty like graphic advice about how to please a woman. And it was going okay until Ethan kind of gave him a softball related to the Holocaust, and he fumbled it, and then Ethan just really locked in on him, and we got maybe one of the most uncomfortable interviews we've had in a while. I was like crawling out of my skin. So here is how it started.
You're kind of like Dark. You know who Dr. Ruth is?
I don't.
We went from Dr. Ruth to Holocaust denial in like less than a minute.
She's a famous like sex therapist from like the 90s. And she like
She had a TV show that was really popular.
She kind of pioneered this whole thing of like...
He doesn't know about her because she's Jewish. That's probably why. I'm not gonna play a lot of it.
Sex therapy.
Yeah, it was like a call-in show, and people, and she was very open and just about like sexual.
We're all here
health
for
and
each other.
wellness
It's
and
gonna be
stuff,
okay.
And, she was a really cool lady. She just passed away recently. Like, a couple
Holocaust
years ago.
survivor.
For real?
What?
Wait, was she re-
It's Zach's fault. Zach had to bring up the Holocaust. Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I knew that.
Everyone hold hands in
just
chat.
ask, just because today's wild times.
And we all were like, oh, this is gonna be fine, right? Like, of course, he seems like such a nice guy. He's just gonna say, of course it was real. Buddy.
Kurt, do you believe the Holocaust happened?
I don't get into any of that either.
What?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Hi, Sweesh. Yeah, so that's how it started. And then Ethan just kept, of course, he saw the wound and he just kept pouring the salt in. I don't get into that stuff. I don't get into the truth about the Jewish genocide.
Oh, come on. That's
If
a
you
pretty
state a
simple.
Do you hear
political thing,
Zach?
That either.
Whoa. Holocaust happened?
That was Dan.
Kurt, do you believe the Holocaust happened?
I don't get into any of that either.
Whoa, come on. That's
If
a
you
pretty
state a
simple
political
yes
thing
or no
on
there.
New York,
Zach's
if you
dying.
state anything that goes along with war or political, that's all your page
That's not,
turns
do
into.
you think the numbers were exaggerated? 6 million?
Dan says stop.
I don't think anybody will ever know.
That's even worse. That's even worse. The number that like the entire world has agreed upon as an estimate. Bruh. He gave him a couple outs, right? He gave him a couple outs.
Hold your breath.
AB, hold your breath. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, she does scream. I want to hear if we can hear it.
I think they have a pretty good idea there, Kurt. They do. They know.
He's so uncomfortable, that guy.
Do you
Kurt.
think
No.
what's the girl's name in the attic?
Anne Frank.
Do you think Anne Frank
I bet that's where I feel like I just
You
heard
think-
Olivia.
attic?
Anne Frank.
Do you think Anne Frank do you think
Oh, near the end. Okay.
Okay, let's get off this. But just to tell you, the answer is yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get to
Jews
the
in
end.
the Second World War.
To dismount and my
You gotta realize.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been here the whole time.
Oh, that was when they were just doing that.
Yeah. All right, listen, Kurt. It's been a good time. It's been a fun time, and you clearly are the guru that you say you are.
Oy vey. So that was if you haven't seen it yet, it gets worse. It gets worse in the middle of that, but it was so good. And then we had during the Donos chat, the crew was talking about just how insane it was. Let me see if I can get to the Donos here. Oh, Donos are at the end. What am I doing? Nope, no, they're not. Are they? Nope. Oh, yeah, because he went to the bathroom. Where did he go to the bathroom? That was before that. It was here. Okay.
And
All right, so here's the crew talking about it, which was so great.
If
don't
it
know.
is, that's a very wholesome pick. I must say.
He seems like he was more into the wholesome movies.
Yeah.
I think that was his issue with Schindler's List.
Too heavy.
Oh, yeah, I brought up Schindler's fucking
They
list.
exaggerated a lot of stuff in that movie.
Nate got one. Nate got a licking. They exaggerated a lot of stuff in that movie. Oh my God.
Real
There's
rum-tum
been-
tugger, huh?
There's been
And the thing is, like, Ethan was just saying last episode that he hasn't had like a good interview to sink his teeth into lately, and that those are always so much fun. I do not think he thought that this was gonna be like a classic H3 interview. My God.
through the years, you know, a handful of times where we've done calls one way or another where it went in a direction that it was. Yeah. This is a great example of another time where the cringe was almost too much.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
this
that was
one
so bad.
worse.
The birth of demon mode.
This one maybe it's recency bias because it just happened.
I think this was the worst one.
That was.
Yes. I
Yeah,
agree.
they're talking about
was
like
such a-
they're not saying the voice coach is the worst one, the accent coach. I think they're saying Mr. Kurt the cowboy was the worst, and I absolutely agree
That
with
was an
them.
all-time interview.
It
That was
took
an all-time
such a-
interview we just did.
Fucking turn. Like, whoa.
Zach, I can't tell you how
Unexpected.
hard you were making me laugh when you were saying it.
Oh my god, Zach! I want to see
What are you saying, Shin?
release the tapes, release the files. I want to see what Zach was saying in chat. I want to know what he was feeding Ethan because wow, that was so good.
There's ways. I went back there like I couldn't breathe. I was telling Zach like just stop, and I hit the.
Oh, so he put in
I
the
hit
Schindler's
damn
List
railing
thing.
button, Zach, with my ring.
Release the Discord.
That
Thank
was
you,
fucking
folks.
killing me.
I'll be here all week.
Ethan goes into goblin mode so crazy.
Me and Dan were like in tears.
Wild, fucking wild. So yeah, we got a crazy episode today. I wasn't expecting it, but it was wonderful. One other little bit from the interview was Ethan
Even
kind of exposing his game in the bedroom. That I again did not think that I would be learning this today.
well, I think if you've been with someone for 25 years or even 5 years or even a year.
Even a year. As soon as you said that, I was like, Ethan, what were you doing after a year?
A lot of people, I think, want to cut to the chase. Am I wrong? I mean, sometimes you want to take your time, but I think a lot of partners who've been together for a long time just want to cut to the chase. And it's the sooner they're both done is like an accomplishment, right?
Poor Hila. Maybe Hila likes to cut to the chase too. Like they seem to agree on stuff. And I will say, yes, as a married lady, a lot of the times it is more of an economical thing, right? But would I were we doing that a year in? No. But also I don't have 3 children, right? We just want to get it over with. Oh my god, I was like, oh my god, Ethan, it's the Xanax, you were right. Ethan is a 2-pump chump? Confirmed? Yeah, when you have kids, I can't even imagine. And they have 3 kids. I don't even know how parents ever have sex, to be honest. But like, growing up, I mean, not growing up, but like in your early 20s, you think you're supposed to have sex like every day, right? And you're supposed to like, it's supposed to always be this really passionate, crazy thing. And then you get older and you realize like a lot of it's maintenance, you know? A lot of it is maintenance. Nobody has time for all that other stuff. Well, as a lesbian, all that other stuff is the majority of our sex life. Let me move myself up a little bit. Oh, that's not it. As the resident H3 lesbian. Hey, can you move your fucking camera, Kate? There we go. That's another story, but I will not tell it here. Not about my sex life, but about telling someone what lesbian sex is like. And they were shocked. And they felt like a slut because what we do as sex a lot of the times, they're like, no, that's not sex. And I could see them like racking up all the people they've done those things with. And they were like, if that was sex, then I'm like a super whore. Oh, it was really funny. It was a good time. Everything is sex. 3 days long. Ain't nobody got time for that anymore, at least. I mean, it used to be like that for sure. Oh, the good old days, I guess. But like, you get older and you don't miss it. I don't miss like 3 day long sweaty sex in someone's apartment where there's no air conditioning. I don't miss that. 3 day long dates for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's like Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Yes. Every time we have sex, we put on We put on the Victorian era garb. We go out to the beach and we just like yearn for each other. And then one of us sets the other one on fire. I was also so drunk during all of that. Oh, damn. You haven't had sober lesbian sex? Girl, you gotta do that. Just kidding. I'm not trying to start problems with your life. Okay. So the best part of the episode, I mean, besides that crazy interview, was the show and tell segment, which was super cute. How about everybody drop in your chat your favorite show and tell crew member of the day? Tamara the Felon, absolutely. And we actually have a couple people who are going to call in with their show and tells, and I have one too. So let's do it one by one because I have it set up. To do like a one by one call. Alex or who wants to go first? Dan's was so good. Morgan's was cool. I love that Dan mentioned the theremin. I have always wanted to learn how to play that. Let me pull up Discord so I actually can see what's going on here. Oh. All right. Okay, Alex or who wants to call first? Mine is a lot. Oh, ladies first. Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna call you, Witchy. Give me one fucking second here. All right, and then we're gonna have to like adjust things. Oh, why is it on this camera? Hang on. Hey, you get to see all my like closet here. Apparently, let me fix this. Hey. Okay, I think we're good now. Hi. Nice to see you. I don't know. We haven't done a video before, right? All right, let's see. The rotisserie chicken incident.
Here we are. I have to have a glove on for this, so.
Oh, okay. Let me make your thing bigger here. Because I have kind of figured out how to do this.
It's okay, we're trial and error.
Yep, we are figuring it out. I'm going to make myself small. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay. All right, you're there. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller there. I guess I'll just be big. I'll just have a giant head. That's fine. Okay, so show us what you've got for show and tell.
Okay, so here we go. Chat, you can see I have a glove on. That will be for the last thing.
Okay.
But so I am an oddity collector. I have a lot of fun things. First of which being 2 different sets of testicles that were removed from my cats.
What? Oh my god, they let you keep them?
Yeah, so my old roommate was actually my veterinarian.
Oh, so it's not just like, they won't normally let you do that.
No, if you have a vet that's like super down to earth and chill, they might let you.
Okay, gotcha. All right, okay. We love cat testicles.
Yes, these are Maury's and these are Finn's.
Oh my god, do they look at them longingly?
I will show them to them sometimes when they're being bad.
Oh my god! Evil!
Remember.
Is that what you need the gloves for, or is that something else?
Oh, it's so bad. Just wait. I'm gross.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm
so
scared.
This is not what I need. This is not what I need the gloves for, but this is a 29-year-old ham bone that my mom saved from Easter when I was born.
Ham bone from a pig.
Yeah. It's from the Easter ham of 1996.
That's crazy.
Right?
But
Insane.
now I don't know if I believe you. I'm like, is that like a human bone?
I have no comment on that.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
No, it's actually not.
Okay, great.
This is probably the sneakiest thing. This is what I'll need the gloves for.
Okay.
So whenever I had my daughter, there was a little bit of confusion whenever I gave birth to her. They were asking me what I wanted to do with my placenta.
Uh-huh.
And I was joking, and I was like, put it in a jar, because like I was on the Fent drip.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was like, silly, goofy, like whatever.
Silly, goofy mood.
So they gave that to me.
Put it in a jar. You knew future you would be happy.
That
Holy
I did.
fuck.
That I did.
Okay.
It is petrified at this point. I typically keep it in an enclosed space, but I took it out for this. So yeah, that is actually my placenta with the forceps still attached.
They gave it to you with the forceps?
Yeah, so that's totally illegal, and I could have gotten them for like medical malpractice.
Oh
Shout
my
out.
God. That is a dried organ, people are saying.
Yes,
Holy shit.
It's going to go right back in its enclosure after this, but I wanted everybody to be able to see it, and it's full.
I have to ask if there's a smell.
No, there's not. It actually doesn't. Yeah, there's no smell.
How did it get dried out? Like, I know over time, but like, how did you preserve it?
So I put it in, I actually injected it with formaldehyde.
Okay.
And put it 90% isopropyl alcohol.
Wow. That is insane. And let's just look at the size of that, because that's like shrunken, right?
Yeah, it's definitely shrunken. It was probably the size of the top of my head down to maybe my heart at one point. It was very, very big. I can probably find jarred photos of it, but yeah.
My God. And that is like, that comes off the wall of your uterus, gang. And so you just have that size wound in your fucking body. That is fucking crazy. That is cool. Wow. Okay, so is that all of your pieces?
Oh yeah, definitely. I had a couple more, but I limited it for time's sake.
Holy shit. That is going to be hard to beat tonight. That is incredible. Thank you. Definitely send me a picture of it in a jar if you have it. I would love to see the full size.
Definitely will. As a bonus, here's half of a pig jar, or half of a pig brain in a crystal ball.
Where did you get that?
That I got gifted from an oddity shop around me, which actually, if I can use the platform right now, there is a missing person in my area. His name is Ruben Carranza.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm looking it up.
I listed links on it. He actually worked at this very shop. I didn't think of this till right now when I decided to bring this out. But
yeah. Oh, in Pittsburgh.
I've been trying to get Ethan and Hila's eyes on this so they can spread the word about it. But Ruben Carranza, he went missing on July 29th.
Here he is. Oh my God. And this was in Pittsburgh, right? Near Pittsburgh. Okay, Westmoreland County, man. Okay, everyone, if you have any information about Ruben Carranza of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, he's been missing for 3 weeks. Let's get him found, because holy shit. That is crazy. Yeah, of course. Let me get back to you. Wow. Thank you so much for all of this tonight. Shout out to you. I genuinely... Alex, are you shaking in your boots? He says, I should have gone first. Fuck you, witch. Okay, let's...
I told you a lot. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye! Holy crap. Guys, we just saw like placenta jerky. I don't know how to feel about that. I was not ready, Kristen says. Same. That is bananas. I love it. Wow. Well, Alex, how are we feeling? How are we feeling, Alex? All right, Alex, if you're ready, I will give you a call for your show and tell, and then I'll do mine, which is so tame compared to yours so far, which we can still do it. All right, great. Let me give you a little jingle here. Okay. And then we'll pull up and see. Hey. Okay. No worries. Hey. All right. Let's get you up here. Oh, of course it's not fucking working. Hang on. Oh my God. I hate my life right now. Nope, not that way. This way. This way. There he is. It's Alex with the guns out today. Calm down, ladies.
I'm wearing my Teddy Fresh wife perspective.
We love.
Can you believe this is a women's medium?
Is it?
Yeah. They didn't have unisex or men's, unfortunately. But
and you said
I pulled it off.
Fuck those gender roles. Yeah. Okay, let's see what you got. What organs do you have pickled in jars in your house?
So the organs aren't here today, but hopefully this is at least somewhat worth it. So while I was in college, before I started working in transportation, my main emphasis was environmental civil, which for my college focused mostly on water and wastewater. And one summer I was doing research in the water lab, and a photographer came by and he thought what we were doing looked really cool. So he took some pictures of us. And then I saw online this magazine was doing a competition for water related projects. So I submitted the project, and my photo ended up on the cover of a water magazine.
Cool. I love that.
That's what I'm showing today. Yeah. It's me without the beard. So it looks like a completely different person.
So wholesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Wait, so do you have a degree in like wastewater management?
My degree is in civil engineering with an environmental emphasis. So the environmental emphasis is the water stuff I study, which I don't do any of that now because that shit was really hard.
Yeah.
So I do transportation.
That's awesome. Oh, very, very cool. So you're like a celebrity already in the water community.
Oh yeah, big time. Oh yeah.
Has anyone asked for your autograph?
Oh, every day. I walk down the street and they're like, that's the guy from that water magazine that came out in 2019.
Like this. Oh, I love that. Well, it's great to see a non-incel employed member of this community.
And non-white too. I don't like Mexican is kind of like here and there when it comes to the U.S. Census of what people consider white. I put other every time on that shit.
Do they say that's other? I mean, I would think that Latino is well, I guess you can be Latino and white because there's a lot of white Cubans.
Well, when you fill out the form, it says, are you Latino, other, or then it gives all the other races, and Latino/Mexican is never on the races.
Interesting. Well, we're going to call you non-white because I feel like you are non-white. And we have a non-white employed, non-incel, intelligent man in the H3 audience. Also,
one more thing I wanted to...
Yeah. No, go
I
ahead.
wanted to flex one more thing really quick. Yeah. I just got a phone, and it's just a normal phone. What's happening? It's a tablet now.
What? Oh my god, I want one of those. How does it work?
I've always wanted. It's just like a foldy glass kind of technology.
Foldy glass makes no sense to me.
Normal screen. I know, right? It's crazy.
How does foldy glass work? Like I still really I just want one of the phones that I can snap shut again. I miss that so much.
They have those too.
I know. I saw them on Love Island.
They're really cool.
I just don't want to be an Android person though.
Yeah, you know what? The only reason I had an iPhone is because the girl I was courting at the time had an iPhone.
Alex, you're such a lover boy.
For 5 years. I'm like, time to switch it up.
You are such a lover boy. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for showing off your cover. You're a cover girl. We love that.
My pleasure. Let me know next time you want to see it.
Sounds good. Everyone go subscribe to Alex the Fiction.
Oh, A Street Jeopardy comes out next week, and I interviewed Nathan Barnett. That's coming out next week too.
Oh Oh my gosh, you are just so prolific. I love it. Yeah, so everyone go follow Alex. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Love you, Guam. Love you, family.
Love you. Bye. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you to our friends. Okay. I have 2 items to show you. Let's hope this is still working. Yep, it's working. Okay, first thing, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it, but what I'm gonna do, I have gained a little bit of an addiction over the past year. For those of you who were around before I started talking mostly about H3 stuff, I would paint my nails a lot on stream, just like doing stuff. And that is a result of the fact that I bit my nails my entire life, whole life. I can remember being like 4 years old and biting my nails. And then this year, I saw somebody, and this is the weirdest thing, I saw somebody on TikTok in a pimple popping video. I love a pimple popping video. And this girl just had beautiful, natural, like almond shaped nails. And they were just so pretty. And I was like, I want nice nails. That was literally the genesis of this. So I started growing out my nails. I started like going on to like the nail subreddits and stuff to find out how to like strengthen my nails and get them to grow longer and blah, 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 blah. And then over time, origami stream. Yes. I got to do those again. I want nice nails with autism. Listen, I don't know why it suddenly worked, but I think because I became hyper fixated on caring for them, that like my oral fixation with them like went away. So that doesn't mean they don't get bit off once in a while. Like they're pretty short, but I did just paint them today. They're pink and like a gold statement finger. So I'm just gonna show you my insane. I feel so embarrassed by this sometimes. This is my insane nail polish collection that I have amassed in just like maybe half a year. And why don't we just count them? Why don't we count how many I have? Okay, bracelet ASMR. I don't have clippers because I use my teeth. No, I have glass nail files because the nail subreddit said that they're the best kind. I like this one the best, even though it like got chipped and now it's like a shank. They work really well. I have to keep one of these on me because if my nail snags on something and then it's like sharp, I'm biting the hell out of it. Okay, so I have a couple of those. Let's see. We got sparkly gold, one. We've got, this is like an ivory that's really nice. 2, Hollow Taco and Mooncat are my favorite color, are my favorite brands right now. This is the pink I'm wearing. 3. Oh shit, let me turn off my Discord. Cause it always does that. Hang on. Are we good, Alex? Did I shut you off? I hope I did. In the past, I have not. All right, so we got 3. Let's just keep going with Hollow. Oh, this is like a pale yellow. That's also really, really pretty. I got all 3 of these at the same time. They're like kind of chalky. I like them a lot. So that's 4. Oh, that's like a top coat. This is a clear. And I learned that a top coat is not the same as a clear nail polish. Different. 5. Do I have other hollows in here? Probably. Here's another hollow.
You've got
6.
mail.
Haley's comment gave $1.99.
Jiggle the basket.
And ASMR.
I got you. Hey! Thanks, Haley. Bracelet ASMR. Yeah. You guys like that? Oh my god. This feels sexual. Okay, we have, I'll get to those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I feel like I need to do this in order. This was one of the first ones I got. OPI. It's like a Cinderella dress blue, really pretty. 7. Oh, here's another hollow. My wife likes this one. It's like a bright purple. 8. I don't think I've ever actually counted these. Oh, here's another hollow. 9. It's like a brownish purple. It's really pretty. Good for fall. I do need a brown. I don't have a brown yet. That's 9. Yeah, that's 9. Okay, let's do the moon cats now. This is, which one? Ooh, Freshly Bitten. This is like one of my favorites. It's like a pretty reddish purple. 10. Jewel Beetle. This is the first moon cat I got. You can see that it's like running out a little bit. 11. This is Banquet of Breadcrumbs. Is like a green, shimmery green. Very, very pretty. Nice for like a topper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is insane. This is just like a, is this like the bright, yeah, this is like a bright reddish orange. The Arsonist. Very, very pretty. These are not magnetic, I don't think. Freudian Slip is just like a kind of like a clay purple. It's really nice. Like a subdued purple. Oh my God, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Keeping interest. 14. Oh, 15. I like this one too. This is Fleur Sauvage. This is one of the new ones from Mooncat. These are not cheap, okay? I have a problem. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 16. 16. We're at 16. This is just black. Emo for life. Can't wait to wear it for the winter. 17. This is another favorite of mine, Dark Omens. This one's a thermal. Oh, it looks really black there. It's like a grayish purple, and then the ends go black in the cold, which is really cool. Is that 18? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18. Another green. This is Serpents of Eden. It's just like a really pretty shiny green. I have so many greens. It's not even funny. This is Ghosts of Hecate. I wear this one a lot when my nails are short. It's just like a sparkly iridescent white. It's like pearly. It's really, really pretty. This is another green. Poison Ivy is like a deep, deep, deep green. You can almost tell it's like a black green. It's really nice. What's that? 20? 21? Who fucking knows anymore? Okay, and then for Pride, I got, we'll do another little shake. Then we got all of the colors of the rainbow. I just did like all of the rainbow colors from Paparazzi because they were super cheap. So red, orange, yellow. I did an extended pink. I love orange, yellow, and pink together. I think they're so pretty together. So there's that. Purple. Oh, and then I did like a reddish orange too, which is really pretty, like these three together. Love that. Blue, green, and then like that was like a deep green and then like a grass green. I have too many greens. I cannot buy any more greens. And then I have Calcium Shield, like a bottom, like a base coat. And I have like this sparkly top coat, but then I also have Sesh Vive. It's like it makes your nail polish look like it's gel, and it's great. And y'all know what this is? This like nail cuticle oil. Oh, it's the best. I keep these everywhere. They come in like 6-packs on Amazon, and you just click it and they come up and the oil goes into the brush and you just brush it on all your nails. I keep this around in case my nails chip, and then I peel it because then I always rip off the polish. Okay, let me do a final count here, because this is crazy. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29. I have 29 nail polishes, and I literally just started wearing nail polish like less than a year ago. Somebody put me in a hospital. But I do wear them. I wear all of them. Like every single one I wear. So I keep telling my wife, I was like, do not let me buy any more. But then I'm like, ooh, I really need this color. And I do wear them. I mean, it's something that I do a lot. I paint and repaint my nails. Okay, there's that. It is getting steamy in here. That's not bad. The oil pens. Lonnie, you have them too. They're so great and they smell so good. This Seche Vive, it also dries your nails like almost immediately, and it smells like paint markers. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You have about that many. Hey, it's no pickle placenta, but still cool. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you. Do you guys know what this is? Oh, this is gonna scare the fuck out of my cat. Hang on, I need to move my cat out of here. 1 second. I saw that some of you guessed what it is. So this is a tiny protector. It even has a butt, which I love. I think some of you have probably seen this. I will tell you right now, it's very loud. So I'm gonna, maybe I'll just turn the mic all like really far down. Basically, it is the thing that stuns. I don't know if I can say it on here. Yeah, but the cool thing about it is it has this attached to it, and if it gets pulled out, even if it's all the way on, if it gets pulled out, this little pin, this doesn't work. So if you have it around your wrist and you go to use it on someone and they try to take it from you, then it won't work. Oh, we're definitely testing it. We're definitely testing it. Okay. Well, it's not a taser, it's a stun gun, and you can go to Tiny Protectors and see if they're allowed in your state. Okay, so first of all, flashlight. Did it work? Oh, there we go. Flashlight, pretty nice flashlight too. I love the little frog butt, it's so cute. And they have different kinds. All right, I'm gonna turn the mic down. Can y'all hear me a little bit? Can you hear me a little bit? You want me to put it close to the camera? Okay, you can hear a little bit or no? Thank you, Alex. Too quiet. Okay. Well, we'll see if you still feel that way. Check, check, check. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. How's that? It's gonna be loud, guys. It's gonna be loud. Audio, audio, audio. How's that? Can you hear? It looks like you can hear a little bit. It should be very quiet. Guys, this is gonna be really loud. Okay? That's why I have it low. Okay, better. People say better. That's all you need. You just need a teeny tiny voice. Okay, so you turn it all the way up. This light comes on. Were you able to hear that? Okay, I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up. Did this go down too? All right, ready? Did you hear that? Yeah. So there's that. That's my other show and tell item. God, it got warm in here. Just a tiny buzz. Okay, let me turn myself back up. I mean, I can do it full volume. I just don't want to hurt y'all's ears. Oh, maybe it's the frequency that it doesn't come through really loud. Let's try it. That looks like you should have heard it. No, I've never used it on anyone. I just got it. But it scares the shit out of the animals because I tested it once. Not too loud. Oh, okay. It's super loud over here. It really scared our dogs when we first tried it. We were not expecting that, so now I put the cats away. Can we do our tasers in unison in one stream? Absolutely. Yeah, so Tiny Protectors, really cool, adorable little things. I think if you don't know what it is, you won't expect it to be what it is. So I just like keep it around. Oh, it's much louder than a toothbrush. It like crackles. Yeah, it's great. And they have different animals. Taser remix? Taser remix when? Okay, now. Da 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 da. Do we want, let's do this Taylor Lorenz shit. I might get my fan going because it's fucking warm in here. So one more sec, y'all. We're back. Hopefully that's not too loud. It doesn't look like you can hear the fan, which is great. At least not well. Feel free to take a pee break. Yeah, I'm just gonna get stuff set up for the Taylor Lorenz stuff. Thank you again to Alex and Witch for calling in. Witch, you continue to amaze. You love the fan. Okay. Oh, it feels so. It's like so nice out. Oh. Feels so good. Oh, you're nap trapped. All right, so let me get this shit together here because there's a lot about Taylor tonight. She got herself into like multiple beefs, like the silly bill she is. But we're gonna focus on one in particular because I like to do my research. All right, let's start with this. Open link. And then should we do... All right, yeah, we'll just show some of this shit. We'll just show some of this shit because it's just the same shit over and over again. Okay. So, Taylor Lorenz has waded into a discussion on cell phone usage by children, and she has maybe the coldest take on it I've seen in a while, which is that kids should be allowed full access to their phones in school. She has kind of scaled that back today, saying obviously they shouldn't be out in class, but like 2 days ago she was talking about how kids need their phones to check sources, right? So basically She waded into this discussion with the confidence of herself wading into discussions that she's not prepared for, and she got a lot of shit for it. So here are some of the tweets that were driving people insane for good reason. Get a little bit bigger. All right, so I guess there doesn't need to be like they're not really in order. They're just some crazy shits. All right, so this person says, I'm all for communication, but the data is clear. Kids learn better when phones are not allowed during the actual teaching of class. At least in my kids' school, they have iPads to do all the stuff they would otherwise do on phones. Okay, but no one is talking about them doing schoolwork on phones. Like, that's not, we'll get into it. Last year, no cell from bell to bell led to huge gains in test scores, especially in kids who have ADHD. There are two sides to this discussion. Personally, I'm very happy my kid's school district did this, and so was my kid, as they weren't getting distracted mid-class. Even the children are happy with it. Taylor says, okay, your kid's school has iPads. This is my point. Blanket laws don't work. Huh? He literally just said the law works. And it's about cell phones, not iPads. Blanket laws don't work, especially when different schools have different resources among so many other things. No one is arguing against kids putting their phones away during class. No one. Taylor, you were literally saying that kids need their phones to check sources while in class. Okay, here's some more. A good litmus test for these ban phones people is if they'd have a problem if kids were spending 50 hours a week solely consuming government-approved educational material and Wikipedia. It doesn't have to be government-approved. She keeps making it like about fascism. Yeah, if my kid was on Wikipedia 50 hours a week, cool. Would they be doing this moral panic then? No, they wouldn't, because it's about the content/speech. It is about the content. That doesn't make you a fascist for thinking your kids should not be able to, like, be on TikTok during class. Same thing with the TikTok ban. It's about speech and the content kids are consuming. Like, she's making it seem like it's this conspiracy theory to cut children off from progressive thought, but it's literally just during school hours when they need to be learning, like, how to read and write. These people can twist themselves into knots, but they fundamentally want censorship. This is not censorship. No one is going to fucking prison. No one's being arrested. They want censorship and to strip young people of their right to communicate and access info. The children are in a school. There are most definitely computers in the library. There are books in the library. There's paper everywhere that they can use to communicate with each other, like we all did. I loved passing notes. Literally, there is nothing about cell phones in class that is some sort of like civil right. She's acting like it's a child's civil right to have their phone in class. That's why you see them frequently give these tells, like mentioning brain rot, as soon as they're pushed just a bit. It's content they have a problem with, and they're making it the exact same arguments word for word as every single other moral panic about media/tech in history. Did other media and tech have like literal, like hundreds, thousands of research studies about like mental health and academic performance? No, because no one back when the TV came out gave a fuck about mental health, right? But now we're seeing kids attempting suicide at like alarming rates, and depression is through the roof, and prescriptions being prescribed to children is through the roof. And the one big thing that's changed is their phones. it's not just the content, it's the lack of attention that having a phone encourages. It's the bullying that happens on these phones among children because children's frontal lobes are not fully developed. So they do fucked up shit to each other. And so she retweets this person. I think what a lot of this phone ban discourse is missing is that the government isn't going to be like, we're doing fascism now. They're going to sell it to you as things like safety and education, especially if you are in a dominant group. And I said, how is thinking phone bans equals fascism less of a moral panic than saying, put your phones away during class? I don't fuck with phone bans. My school that didn't allow phones had phones in the office we could use to call home, except they decided if your reason was valid and listened to the call. I hated it. It's hard for me to feel like that's a terrible thing because that's literally how all of us went to school. Like, you had to go to the office to call home. Yeah, literally all of us did. Like, I don't know. To me, that wasn't like some horrible thing. And I don't want to sound like a Gen X or Boomer and be like, we had to suffer, so you have to suffer. I don't think it's suffering to have fucking peace from your phone. Yeah, it's about smartphones, not cell phones in general. Okay, so here's another one. The idea that TV was rotting kids' brains and destroying their critical thinking skills and causing mental health issues, every single thing people claim now about social media and phones, in the 50s, they were not fucking talking about that, was so pervasive it was a bit on the Simpsons in the 90s. Oh, it had to be real because the Simpsons were talking about it. Cool source, Taylor. Cool source. My high school also had payphones. And it's not even like you should never have a phone ever. It's literally put it in your locker in during class. This is crazy. Video games being bad for kids. All right, so this person said phones being bad for kids is so self-evidently true. It is so fucking stupid to see anyone arguing otherwise. And she compares it to video games, TV, and comic books. She's putting the concern over comic books, which I don't even know if that existed to the degree she's talking about. She's putting that up against cell phone use. And like someone said here, and like I was saying, yeah, in the 90s, we watched a lot of TV and it was cool. We weren't doing it in class. We weren't mainlining it like this in class. And also, yeah, TV did fuck us up. Specifically, body image and mental health issues. Can we talk about the 90s and how they thought Jessica Simpson was fat? And Sex in the City, fucking Samantha got fat for a second? Like, oh, did you like the booty? Oh, because you think I'm going to shock myself? Afternoon talk shows. We were watching all kinds of shit we shouldn't have been watching. I say that as an adult. Like, I would be letting my kids watch Jerry Springer the way my dad let us watch it. Like, what are we talking about? That got us to grow up too fast as well. Like, what are you talking about? But comic books? And let's talk, I mean, video games. If we talk about video game culture, like all those boys on headsets calling each other faggots, gaming culture is a pretty swift alt-right pipeline. So you're literally proving the point, Taylor. You're literally proving the point. Yeah, I grew up watching Jerry Springer and Maury and Ricky Lake and like all of these shows, right? just because I did that doesn't mean I'm like, I'm fine because of that. It's like when you see people on Facebook being like, my dad beat my ass and I turned out okay. I shouldn't have been watching those things. I shouldn't have been learning about incest from some afternoon talk show where everyone was fighting with each other. Shouldn't have been doing that. Should have been outside. Like, what are we doing? Okay, this person says, if you're still talking about screen time as the only deadly sin in 2025, you've missed a lot of the conversation around media and phone use. I would literally rather a child watch 24 hours of programmed television than spend half that time roaming the internet as it is now. Valid. Once again, the issue these people have is with the content children are consuming. That is one of the issues, and why is that bad? Bro, she's been going for 3 days straight. So she's decided it's moral panic over cell phones. When we have seen the sharp increase of mental health issues, specifically related to how children see themselves as a result of social media. Which is where? On their phones. Aeon Flux. Oh my God. Yeah. This is how you know it's classic moral panic. Same arguments made about comic books, rap music, and even novels. It's not the fucking same, Taylor. It is not the fucking same. Plenty of progressives think that phones do not belong in schools. It is not fascism. I have a comparison about Taylor that I really want to make, but I'm not going to do it. Just know that I think she wants kids to think she's really cool. She gives that vibe of that kind of teacher. I can think of one major difference between me and all the men. Oh, great. So this person says, I don't know why you're coming after Taylor Lorenz when privacy experts have been consistent for years that we need comprehensive data privacy laws, not laws targeting kids. First of all, it's a school rule. It's not a fucking law. And also, why can't we do both? Why can't we regulate phones in schools and also have data privacy laws? Why are these people incapable of holding two thoughts in their head at the same fucking time? Oh my God. Anyway. So then she shares this. What all of these stunts provide then is the chance for a member of the crowd to best an internet celebrity, to prove that he or she is just as good as the object of his or her obsession. I just love that she shared this unironically. This is mostly unrelated to the phone thing, but it's just, it's so on the nose, Taylor, because that's literally what you're doing. All you want to do is best people. You want to be this person in the middle having the dumbest take that you think is the most self-righteous, the most intelligent, while backing it up with absolutely nothing, as we're about to see, just to prove that you are good enough, as good as the object of your obsession. Okay, and then there's this shit. Okay, so on top of the, and we're going to get into the rest of the phone stuff, but on top of Taylor going toe-to-toe with like everybody on Twitter over this very silly take on cell phones in school, she also found her way into an argument with two black women about how one of their husbands died from cancer, but the COVID militant community, which is apparently what they call themselves, decided that she killed her husband by having a wedding, an unmasked wedding, and that COVID accelerated his cancer. And so they have been telling this widow who is like my age probably, whose husband is already dead, that she's like a murderer. So I just love this because it's almost like the exact same kind of DM that she sent to Ethan, right? I'm really sorry if anyone made that comment to you. I know you've been through a lot, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, if you ever need someone to respond and tell someone to shut the fuck up, please hit me up anytime. And hope you're having a good Super Bowl Sunday. I'm so sorry for what's happening to you online. Like, get out of this woman's DMs. February 2013 and then again in July, and she didn't fucking respond to you. Stop talking to this woman. Stop talking to her. She doesn't want to talk to you. Also, so weird to show them in this context. Just bizarre. Just bizarre. Okay, so this is not the first time that Taylor has been talking about cell phones in school. She's been on the kick for a while. In March, she wrote an opinion piece on her Substack user mag called "Cell Phone Bans Don't Work in School." New study finds. And y'all know I'm not paying for this shit. So we have just this to work with, and wouldn't you believe it, it's enough. Just this alone is enough to work with to show how full of shit Taylor Lorenz is. Taylor Swift. A new study was released that found once again that I would take that out for starters, that found once again cell phone bans in schools don't work. The study examined a group of schools, 20 of which engaged in cell phone restriction, 20 of which did not. Guys, this is so fucking disingenuous. Wait until you see what these schools are about. The study, like others before it, found no evidence that restricting students' access to cell phones improved their well-being, nor did it improve their grade, ... She linked the same shit twice. Didn't link any of the others before it. This link is the same as this link. They both go to the Lancet Journals article, PIIS 2666, blah, 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 right? Yes, same shit. So let's take a look at this source that she's using. Let's just start there, because we've got plenty of other stuff to get into, but we're going to start here. And again, let me just show you how I go about doing some research. The first thing I like to look at is when it was published. This is April 2025, which is kind of weird because this went live in March. So I don't know how she got hold of it. How she got hold of this before April 2025. Maybe it was published electronically first. I have no idea. Not sure. Oh shit, I've had live chat on this whole time. I mean, top chat. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so the first thing I do, I look at when it was published. I look at where it was published. It was in Europe, and most of these, I looked up all of the authors, and they all come out of the University of Birmingham in the UK. And for some reason, this study came out of the School of Sport and Exercise Science at the University of Birmingham. I'm not sure why there, but all of these people work in the School of Sport and Exercise Science, not in like the School of Education. However, Victoria Goodyear, aka Vicky Goodyear, is a pedagogical researcher, which means she does research on education. Okay? So she's got creds. These folks really don't seem to. They're more focused on like physiology and like exercise science. So first of all, let's look at the title. School phone policies and their association with mental well-being, phone use, and social media use. A cross-sectional observational study. What this is about is it's not about the... This is not how you say Birmingham. Oh, we say Birmingham. You guys say Birmingham, right? Birmingham. Birmingham. Everyone had phones when I was in school. It was the height of phone use and social media, and teachers managed to keep us off our phones. I'm still not even allowed to use it during work. Yeah. You're revoking my accent license. That's fine. Okay, so so this is the title. The phone is... Hang on, people are dinging me on Discord. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Oh, bye, Lana. I might have missed that. Okay. So this report, this article is about, this study was about phone bans specifically. It was not about, it was about the efficacy, like how effective phone bans are or aren't in the school setting, right? It wasn't, it wasn't really about academics. It didn't really talk a ton about academics, like at all. The word learning is not used in this study at all. At all. At all. And they don't really show anything about like the change in academics or anything like that. So of course she's taking this, she's cherry picking this one study, a very small study, by the way, and misinterpreting the results for her own benefit. There's nothing about learning. There's nothing about grades in here. They talk about like academic something, but it's like very specific. And as she says in her article, no connection. Students' access to cell phones improved, no evidence that restricting students' access improved their well-being, nor did it improve their grades, right? Well, there's a reason that didn't fucking show anything. Because this is crazy. All right, so let me scroll down to where this piece is, because y'all are gonna love this. Because I was like, okay, so what did this study mean when it said a restrictive school? Because it says in restrictive schools, because it said they did a study where they picked phone restrictive schools and then permissive schools. And in permissive schools, the phones were allowed everywhere for the most part. But also there were some of those permissive schools where they were only allowed at certain times. So it's already getting cloudy, right? And then restrictive schools, the phones were not allowed to be anywhere. So I wanted to first see, okay, well, how does that actually work? Like, hang on, let me just do this while I do this, because I don't want to make you guys sick scrolling through this. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this was the methodology. In restrictive schools, phones were not allowed to be used during the school day for recreational purposes and were required to be kept off inside bags, stored in lockers, kept in a pouch, handed into the school reception, or phones were not allowed onto the school premises altogether. So that is very black and white, no phones allowed, okay? So I assumed we were going to have a very clear black and white, no phones versus all phones, but no. The restrictive schools was black and white. The permissive schools, there was a spectrum of allowance, okay? In the permissive schools, some of them could use phones during class. Some of them could use them at certain times or in certain zones, like at lunch, during breaks, outside, okay? So it's like, okay, so that's already like kind of confusing. And then I said, okay, well, how many schools are letting the kids use their phones everywhere? Where are we getting that real data of full permission and to see its effect on kids versus full restriction? One fucking school. A single school in this study was letting kids use their phones any time of day. The rest of the permissive schools were doing exactly what everyone else is saying should be done, which is no phones in class. So for the most part, none of these children, none of the kids in restrictive schools or permissive schools are using their phones in class. So of course, there's no fucking difference. Of course, there's no difference between the kids' academic success and their actual classroom behavior and well-being, because none of them are actually using their phones in class, except for one school, one small group of kids. Saying that these are permissive schools doesn't really make sense to me. Of course, kids are using their phones during lunch or recess. Like I've said, that is not the issue here. That is not what teachers are worried about. They are worried about texting in class, going on the internet in class, talking to their parents in class, just on the fucking phone, scrolling and playing games in class. This is not about lunchtime or recess or breaks. So we only have one school, which is telling in itself, isn't it? We only have one school that's allowing kids to have their phones all day, the way Taylor thinks it should be done. We have 20 schools that don't allow them at all. This study to me is trash. Like I said, she clearly cherry-picked this one study, which again, she cites twice in the intro paragraph, where she could have cited another study like others before it. Why didn't you cite another one then, Taylor? If your argument is so strong, put in one other link. But no, she clearly cherry-picked this one study and tried to shoehorn it to fit her narrative. But you're going to see there's an overwhelming amount of recent research in the last 10 years that completely refutes her point, which is probably why she only found one. So let's look at this. We've got a couple that we're just going to skim that are within the last 10, 15 years about mobile phone use. All right, so here's the first one. The impact of mobile phone usage on student learning. Really, I just picked this because this guy's name is Scott Titsworth, and I just think that's great. Shout out Scott Titsworth. But yeah, let's read the abstract. Again, if you're doing research, this is what you want to see. This is a peer-reviewed article. You can tell because it has the journal that it's in, the volume, the issue, the year. It's going to have multiple authors, most likely. Sometimes you can download the full thing. Sometimes you can just get an abstract. But the abstract is helpful because the abstract will tell you usually the results of the research of the study. So this says, we examine the impact of mobile phone usage during class lecture on student learning. This is done at the undergrad level, I believe. It's much easier to get 18 to 22-year-olds, right? Instead of minors where you have to deal with permissions and stuff. So a lot of the studies are based on college. To me, I feel like you can extrapolate that it's not better. You're not going to get better results on a more developing brain with younger kids, right? So yeah, participants in 3 different study groups, control, low distraction, and high distraction, watched a video lecture, took notes on that lecture, and took 2 learning assessments after watching the lecture. Students who were not using their mobile phones wrote down 62% more information in their notes. Fucking duh. Took more detailed notes, were able to recall more detailed information from the lecture, and scored a full letter grade and a half higher on a multiple choice test than those students who were actively using their mobile phones. Pretty clear. Pretty clear-cut stuff, in my opinion, right? And to me, I mean, Taylor's like, oh, it's just about the content. It's about the distraction, Taylor. It's about the distraction. And yes, to me, the most important place to be less distracted is in the classroom. But think about how much more present kids are with each other if they don't have their phones elsewhere in the school, right? If they're not just buried in their phones. They might actually like make lasting relationships with each other. Okay, next one. The relationship between cell phone use and academic performance. Again, sample of US college students because they're easier to work with. And let's see what this one says. So they did 536 undergraduate students. Taylor's study, it was like 20 schools. And I think it was less than 500 people. From 82 self-reported majors at a large public university were sampled. A hierarchical regression demonstrated that cell phone use was significantly and negatively related to actual college GPA. And this came after controlling for demographic variables, self-efficacy for self-regulated learning, self-efficacy for academic achievement, and actual high school GPA, which were all significant predictors. So they leveled the playing field as much as they could, and everybody did worse as a result of having their cell phones. After controlling for other established predictors, increased cell phone use was associated with decreased academic performance. Although more research suggests, what year is this one from? 2015. Okay. Although more research is needed to identify the underlying mechanisms, findings suggest a need to sensitize students and educators about the potential academic risks associated with high-frequency cell phone use. That has come true. It's not moral panic. It is backed by fucking science. And then there's this behemoth. This is a meta-analysis, which we love. I feel like I'd be really good at doing one of these. This is the effects of smartphone addiction on learning, a meta-analysis. Now, this is from 2021. The other two were from like 10, 13 years ago. This pulls together a ton of the research that's been done in this field over the last 10 to 15 years. In this study, which is a massive study of other studies that includes K through 12 as well as undergrad, they looked at a total of 44 different studies. This is all in here, but I'll just read it. In the analysis, and consists of 147,943 students from 16 countries. So the United States, Brazil, China, Italy, Lebanon, Nigeria, Turkey, and more. This is a massive, massive study. 16 different countries. And at the end of this, I counted by hand 77 references, 77 cited sources, most of them peer-reviewed articles. So let's look at what the results were based on all of this data, based on the data over 15 years of almost 150,000 students. Okay, so this is the effect. This is negative effect, this is positive effect. And this is the frequency at which that level of effect was observed. What do we notice, class? What I notice is that the two biggest numbers are negative, right? The mean, the average effect is negative 0.136. So the average effect of over 100 and almost 150,000 students, the effect of cell phones, the average was fucking negative. It was either neutral at 0 or negative. And you know, this study even acknowledges a few of the studies that found a few benefits to smartphones, and it was in specific subject areas like language learning, right? Where it's easier to speak into your phone and translate and stuff like that. But even in those studies, of which there were 5, out of the 77 articles referenced, 5 of them were these positive cell phone stories. Even when there are some short-term benefits to having cell phones when it comes to very specific subject areas, this study also shows that the short-term benefits end up leading to greater addiction and reliance on cell phone usage in other subjects and in college. So like if you become reliant on cell phones in middle school or high school, specifically for a subject that is really compatible with social media use or cell phone use, smartphone use, you are pretty much guaranteed to be like a full-blown smartphone addict when it comes to your academics in college. And as we see, the data is clear. The data is clear. So I can't say that I'm surprised, but I am disappointed that yet again, she's coming into an issue without journalistic curiosity, because there are some really cool sources in here that talk about how smartphones change like the way we learn. Like there's very cool stuff happening in these articles and in their bibliographies, right? In their works cited. A great place, like the way that I found a lot of the sources for this stuff was scrolling through the bibliographies. So if you're ever like it's just a great place to start, because a lot of smart people have already done a ton of the work for you. Psychological predictors of problem mobile phone use. Like I would like to read almost all of these. It's like this is a positive. Mobile phone technology and patient care. Distractions in the wireless classroom. Like this is just like such a great place to look. But did she do that? No, she didn't care. She didn't come into this with any curiosity or objectivity, as usual. She came to it with a position in mind, with an argument in mind, very, very unlike the scientific method where you have a hypothesis, and then you do a study to see if it works. You do an experiment to see if your hypothesis is true. But she didn't do that. She just tried to back into the research that fits her specific position. That's called confirmation bias, Taylor. And it fails every time. Weak again. Weak sauce. Thin, shitty argument again. I don't, part of me was like, I don't understand why this, right? Like, why are you trying to shoehorn resources or research to match your opinion on this, right? Like, why does this matter so much to you? And then I saw this from 2 days ago. Call me old-fashioned, but I think Taylor doing paid ads for companies that try to get kids as young as 6 in front of phones is relevant info. Here she is.
As a journalist who's written about kids, social media, and tech for outlets including...
Reminder, she doesn't have a journalism degree.
...the New York Times, Washington Post, and recently appeared in the Netflix documentary Bad Influence about the perils of the influencer industry. New York Times, Washington...
I believe she did not part ways well with either of these big names. And if I were those big names, I would ask her to stop referencing me or referencing us, especially in a paid ad.
Post and recently appeared in the Netflix documentary Bad Influence about the perils of the influencer industry. I know how difficult it can be to teach your kids to navigate the online world safely. But here's the reality. It's good to expose kids to technology. It's good to
Paid for by Bark. Hashtag ad. Hashtag child safety. Hashtag internet safety. More internet is good for kids. She has not had kids, and she very clearly has never worked with kids.
Them to communicate with friends and use digital tools to express themselves. You want them to be prepared to navigate the tech and media landscape of their time. The key is to help them do it safely. That's
why
I'm proud to partner with Bark. The Bark phone is a phone made for kids aged 6 to 15, and it allows parents
6 years old, first grade. A phone for 6-year-olds.
to take a more proactive role in their kids' online lives. Parents can restrict access to certain websites, monitor text messages for bullying, and help kids learn how to embrace technology from a young age.
So when it's the schools limiting their phone time, it's fascism. But when it's parents surveilling their every move on the internet, that's freedom? So this is from August 2nd, and then I went and I looked at her her Instagram. Oh my God.
Kabu gave $1.99. Top chat still on, but look at the top right one.
Top chat is still on? What? What do you mean? Top right. Hang on. Top right what? I'm confused. Hey guys, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. I don't have top chat on. I have live chat on. Okay, so apparently, maybe she blocked me. That might have been, she blocked me on, she blocked me on something. Oh. Oh, that's, okay, here we go. Here it is. Wait, is it one of these? Guys, you're never gonna believe this. You're never gonna believe this. She fucking took down her ad with Bark that she posted 3 weeks ago. That's why it said it's no longer available. Oh, your chat's not showing on the screen. Oh, okay. That means that my Streamlabs has top chat on. So I got to fix that. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So she took that down today because earlier today, it was one of these pinned. Earlier today, she had an ad with Bark up, and also she had it linked here. Oh, she still has it in her she still has an affiliate link here. But she did, oh, maybe she just took, watch, if she just took it off her grid, she's fucking sneaky as hell. The only online privacy tool that's ever worked for me, yeah, because you delete all your shit. Let's see. That's protect your privacy. This is delete me. That's delete me. Wow, she deleted it, guys. She fucking... Oh, maybe they have it tagged. No, this stuff's old as shit. She deleted her ad with them. That is so interesting. That was literally today. Literally this afternoon, she deleted it. Because she was getting buried about it online. On Twitter. But like I said, that affiliate link still in her bio. She still wants to get some money from it. So, you know, I had to do a little digging on Bark. Just to see what was up with them. I wondered if, like, maybe, you know, a lot of these technologies are also used by, like, the US government, like have contracts with the government, especially things that are like surveilling people's phones. I didn't find anything like that, thank goodness. And it does to some degree seem like a decent idea to help protect kids. But there is a part where it talks about the fact, hang on, let me find their little piece in this here. Okay, so we have the instinct. Okay, so here is Katie McPherson, a former educator who is now a director of community partnerships at Bark. The instinct, she says, the instinct to hand kids smartphones sometimes as early as 3rd grade. How about 1st grade? That's when Taylor wants them to have phones. With the goal of keeping them safe, she argues, may do more harm than good. It's sort of a backwards message about safety, said McPherson, who travels around the country speaking to schools, school communities, and parents. Experts say that student phone use during emergencies can actually hinder crisis response efforts. Student use of cell phones during an unfolding emergency can distract their attention from safety and emergency response directions being given by school staff. Mind you, Bark is literally surveillance, right? Not the imaginary kind that Taylor thinks is happening by schools banning phones. Like, that's the real fascism, right? And kids have rights and they deserve to have their phones at all times. But she's gonna sell you a phone that 24/7 invades a child's privacy. Because according to this, Bark, the app, as of, this was 2018, so it's scanned a lot more than that. The app that sees all your kids' sex has scanned over 2 million phones. So it's definitely a lot more than that now. And so Viola, a research associate at the Center for Media Pluralism and Media Freedom, which I'm sure Taylor loves, says, of course there are privacy concerns, especially for kids who are not aware that their parents are monitoring what they do online. There are also impacts on other rights. When children know their parents are monitoring them, they probably won't express themselves as they normally do. So there are also impacts on freedom of expression and access to information. Isn't that exactly what she was talking about here? The freedom to express yourself?
And recently how difficult it can be to teach your kids to navigate the online world safely. But here's the reality. It's good to expose kids to technology. It's good to encourage them to communicate with friends and use digital tools to express themselves.
It's good. It's good to do that. But Bark is actively infringing on kids' self-expression. Get that affiliate code, girl. Get that bag. So yeah, I mean, it's just an insane take. It's an insane take, in my opinion. It's an insane hill to die on. This is a reminder that she is not a trained journalist. She does not have a journalism degree. And this, honestly, to me, just shows such a lack of self-awareness on Taylor's part. Like, to try to convince the world that our brains have not been irreparably damaged or changed, at least, by constant access to the internet, when she is so clearly rotted by social media and the internet. It's just, the irony is on the next level. Just on the next level. Oh, yeah. So her piece is garbage, as I thought it would be. I don't agree with her at all. I think that the less kids are on their phones, the better. And that doesn't come from a place where I'm like, because then we can tell them what to think about. No. Because let me tell you something. I took Friday off. I went into the wilderness. I was in Vermont with my wife and my dogs, and we just sat by a fucking river. Went swimming in the river. Sat there on the riverbank. Read my book. My feet in the water. Haven't felt that good in so long. I was like, my nervous system was like completely reset for the rest of the weekend. It's not some like ineffable thing. Less screen time is good for you. We shouldn't have been watching as much TV as we watched. Kids shouldn't be playing video games as much as they're playing video games, especially when they can fucking harass each other and call each other the N-word with abandon. It's not fascism. It's trying to like holistically care for kids and teach them to fucking self-regulate. Unbelievable. Oh, God. So that's Taylor. I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised that she put something out that is just full of holes and is so clearly self-serving. Like, literally. It's good to have more technology, even as early as 6 years old. Oh, and apparently Bark phones are made for mostly kids from like 6 to 11 years old. And guess what? The Roblox audience, the Roblox demographic, 40% are under 13. All right, let's have some fun. You guys got to see this. All right, does anyone here watch the Viral podcast? Is that something any of y'all watch? With Chelsea Lynn and Paige Jin. Oh my God. It's raunchy, wonderful fun. It's the best. I love it. If you know about Trailer Trash Tammy, she was big on Vine. And now she's like touring the country doing stand-up. She's great. She has a whole like orbit of cool, funny women. And they're just filthy, right? I just love them so much. They're just foul-mouthed, amazing women. And they have this podcast, the Viral podcast. On the show, they decided to call a 900 number hotline, like a phone sex number. And it was so insane that I just need to show it to you, okay? This is what you'll get these days if you call one of these phone sex lines, which I think back in the day were really popular before the internet. Y'all are not going to believe this shit. Okay, so here they are. This is Paige, and they're about to call 1-800-WET-TITS.
Wild. Coat me with your cream. Coat me with your
Oh wait, hold on. They've already.
Hold on.
All right, they've already called. They've called and they were on like kind of like a home page where they had to like put in their credit card number. Okay.
Please enter your credit card valid.
Okay, so the credit card info's going in.
Okay, I got it, lady.
1-800-WET-TITS is crazy.
Chelsea, just beg. Hold on.
All right, let me skip it a little bit.
Tantalizing option.
Okay, here we go.
Remember, Stud, your secret is safe with us. If you
Remember,
come
Stud.
here to get off, you've come to the right place, baby. If
You're coming in at a wild time, Tanya.
All over in
I feel like we're listening to us.
there. We'll deep throat you till
Is this what people feel like when they listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
This is funny.
This is just like the waiting music. Alex, it's 1-800-WET-TITS. Okay.
you want a barely legal
There's a reason. It's not just this. Just wait.
babe ready to take your class
No,
on
that's creepy.
Fuckology 101? Then press 2.
Fuckology 101.
Maybe you want a beautiful, luscious vixen that'll dish out all the punishment you little cowards deserve. If so, press 3 right now.
Chelsea's like, yeah, I want that one. All right, so she's going to pick that one.
Your knees, coward.
All right, so she picked it.
To speak with a mistress who will punish you to your breaking point. Press 1 now.
1.
And remember, to get back to the main menu, you can press star at any time.
Okay, here we go. So she has called 1-800-WET-TITS, and she picked that she wanted a dominatrix woman, a woman dominatrix. And this is what happens.
Hello.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Who's this?
John.
John?
Yeah.
I thought I was getting a lady.
I want to dominate you.
I want to dominate you. What the fuck? Who is this?
What are you gonna do?
Me and my girlfriend, we're going to take care of it.
Let me
We're
talk.
gonna dominate you.
Let me talk to her.
Bitch, get on your knees.
Bitch, get on your knees.
Me or her?
You.
Me or her?
All right, I'm on my knees. You gotta give me a second.
You like dick, don't you?
Hold on, I'm not on my knees yet. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Clearly just laughed there. Like, laughed at her.
Okay, go ahead.
You like dick, don't you?
Sure.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? You do or you don't?
I mean, I love cock.
And that's what I fucking thought. Open up your mouth.
Are they
up your
just hiring anybody at Wet Tits?
What tits? What are you talking about?
I called.
Wet tits? What are you talking about? Oh my god. Yeah, it does sound like the guy from Scream.
1-800-WET-TITS. Thinking I was gonna get some tits.
Exactly. They called for wet tits.
Hold on. You want to talk to my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey,
What are you looking for?
I called for some wet tits.
Yeah, but don't you want to be dominated? If I want to dominate you, I'm going to make you do whatever I want, right?
Girl. No one asked for a man. I don't think it's a voice filter. I think it's her just doing like a gruff voice. I don't know why they went man first.
All right.
But it's definitely the same person.
So if I want you to fucking suck my boyfriend's cock, you're gonna do it.
Now she's covering. Now she's trying to make it seem like that's what they meant to do. But I feel like wires got crossed. Like, oh shit, they don't want a man. I didn't realize if you were a phone sex operator, you had to do like male and female voices. This is a low budget operation. I called for some wet tits.
Right?
Easy. That's easy.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah, good. Then get on your fucking knees.
Okay, we've heard that one.
Where are you calling from?
I'm in California.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, where are you?
Texas.
Texas, yeah. That's where all the little faggots are.
That's where all the little faggots are. Oh my god, you guys gotta watch the whole thing. It is insane. It is insane. So they spend a lot of time like arguing. They think that it's a man having a woman's voice, but I think it was lady from the beginning, and then she got fucked up and she gave him a man when she thought that she was supposed to be a man but wasn't. Oh my god, so funny. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the link. Oh god, it's right here, Kate. What are you doing? The whole episode's great. But this all started because a guy called in and was like, hey, you guys said you guys were gonna call wet tits, but you didn't. I have to call the number? I feel like they're getting tons of traffic now. Definitely a lady from the beginning. Yeah. I thought so too. You want me to dominate you? My wife and I say that to each other now. You want me to dominate you? It doesn't say how much it costs per minute. That's why they like hang up the phone and they're like, okay, when we get the bill, we'll see how expensive it is. If it's not super expensive, we'll call all the time. Ask for just one tit. How much is half a tit? I know, it's crazy that it exists. So I don't know why it does. She was doing the Vin Diesel. Talk to me, baby. Oh my god. So definitely go check out the Viral podcast. Oh my god.
Alex_the_fiction gave $5. Sexy phone talk fun.
What about a damp tit? Thank you. Sexy phone talk fun works too. Oh, my phone's dead. The essence of a tit. Just the hint of a tit. I'll donate also if you call. Okay, we will I want to wait and see what they say about it, and then we might have to do a wet tits call. It's probably a gateway company that connects you to independent operators. Apparently in the 90s, like any 7-letter word or combo of words that was kind of gross or like hot, you could try, and most of them would give you a caller, which is crazy. Live call is dicey, I know. Maybe I'll record it. Oh my god, so fucking funny. Well, I think that's it for tonight, y'all. I wanted to end on something silly, and I think we did. I might be back Sunday with an episode. I'm gonna see if I have time to watch the VODs. It sounds like they just dropped a whole bunch of them while we were chatting. So we will definitely have things to talk about either Sunday night or Monday. I am taking a screen break tomorrow, and I suggest y'all do the same this weekend if you can, because as everyone knows except for Taylor Lorenz, the internet isn't being constantly online is not liberation. It's not leftism. It's not Marxism. If anything's the opiate of the masses today, it's us. I'm your heroin. You're mine. Yeah, you like that? 1-800 nail polish. All right, y'all. I will see you when I see you.